Alrighty, so just want to share one of these crazy frustrations, many of which you will deal with, and for some it could be a breaking point in a reason why so many people just go back home. A lot of these changes could just be over the top. You know what I mean? So here's a story that I'm dealing with right now. So I ordered some, so we got a pharmaceutical in a different part of Mexico that had Haley's medicine. So when we were living in Montes de Amay, which was inside the perimeter of Merida, when they delivered the package, it would generally show up the following morning around 9 a.m. As most of you know, we recently moved to Concal, which is about a 25 minute drive from Montes de Amay. If you're right outside the perimeter, it's only like 10 minutes from outside the perimeter. So we had the address updated, of course, and so when we ordered again, ordered as usual, assuming that it'll be here the following day. Of course, it didn't arrive, so I checked the tracking, and it says that it'll be here on the 3rd of October. So it's like, wait a minute. What would normally take 1 day, now it's going to take like 9 days to get. And I'm like, that's crazy. So, of course, I call the guy that shipped it from the company. He's like, yeah, it's crazy. I just pulled it up. I didn't realize it was going to be that much of a difference in time. So we decided that, all right, he called DHL because the package had already made it to Merida. It was sitting in Merida the very next day. So he called and they said, well, sitting in the warehouse, it'll sit here for a few days until we put it in the system to get delivered. So he asked, can we have it sent to Alta Brisa so I can go pick it up? So they were like, yeah, we'll do that. And so, of course, I was supposed to get it the next day. Went down there the next day to the pickup location in Alta Brisa. And, of course, obviously it wasn't there. So we called back and, they tell us, all right, go, it'll be there tomorrow. So, which is today. So went on out there today. Yes, the package was there. I was already told on the phone, through the rep, he said, bring a copy of your daughter's passport since she's a minor. She's 16 years old. If I'm going to be the one that's picking it up. So we get down there, of course. We go to get the package, and then at that time, of course, this is where all the craziness begins. Well, she is a minor. I don't know what's going on. This traffic here, man, is ridiculous. So, of course, she's a minor. And, hold on. All right, so we get there. They tell us, well, because she's a minor, we need you to bring a copy of her birth certificate. I'm like, really? I got a passport that has an age on here, all of that. And so they're like, no, we need a copy of her birth certificate. And a copy of her passport. And I'm like, okay, well, can I just bring her down here with me? Nope, we need a copy of the birth certificate. And I'm like, really? So now I got to go all the way back home, get a birth certificate, then go get a copy of the birth certificate, and then come back. So again, of course, Kim decides she want to go in there, and because none of this makes any sense, and wants to go back and forth with them about it. And of course, she gets nowhere. So I'm sitting after about 5 minutes, I'm sending her a text. I'm like, look, man, get back in the car. I don't got all day for this. By the time we get through with this, I could have already been back with the copy and all of that. Plus, you got to understand, this girl, I'm assuming she getting paid very well with DHL, and she ain't going to lose her job over us coming in there trying to say, hey, this don't make sense. I need you to work this out, give me my packages and all of that stuff, and blah 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 blah. The lady ain't losing her job. So this is one of those things where, even though it makes no sense to us, it's just what they do here. Like I said earlier, this is one of them things that just tests people's patience, and you just gotta move on. You just gotta go on with it. So going back and forth, holding up the line, wasting time, it ain't gonna get nowhere. She don't have the power to make the decision. She just following the rules, doing her job. So in everybody's interest, and for your own sanity, breathe, walk away, go get your paperwork, come back. So if y'all have children, minors, and you're coming to Mexico, make sure you bring your birth certificates. I do have apostille birth certificates, so you probably want to do that just in case, because you never know what type of legal stuff or paperwork you're going to have done while you're here. And so bring birth certificates, particularly if you have minors, just in case for stuff like this. You just don't know what you're going to be dealing with and what you're going to get into. And so, and like I say, they like paperwork out here for whatever reason. They love some paperwork, and I gotta go get these copies. So patience, just suck it up. This is just one of the things you got to deal with if you want to live a quite stress-free life. Although this might cause you some stress, it's one of the minor inconveniences that you have to deal with when living here or living in another country where things run significantly different. I am appreciative for how things are in the U.S. A lot of people hate the U.S. A lot of people bash the U.S. But in so many regards, we just do a lot of things very well and efficient. And you some of those things you will definitely miss. Many of those things you will miss when you move to different parts of the world, not just Mexico, but in other parts of the world where things are just done differently. So just keep your peace, go on about your day. You really got to find the good in all of this. The good thing is I got a medicine, at least her medicine is here, and I'll have it in about another hour. That's the most important thing, and not have to be without or waiting until next week to even get it. So like I say, you got to look at the bigger picture, and these things here will either make you or break you. And for me, I'm in a place where I got the medicine. I can get the medicine again, and there's a lot more stringent requirements to get this medicine in the States, and so you got to find the silver lining, y'all. Got to find the silver lining. Man, I can't today. I can't do it today. I just got home. Got all the way back home, and then I get a text from DHL. The text says, I'm paraphrasing now, your package has arrived. Do not stand in line. Go to this branch, and inside there's a DHL locker. Your package is in the locker. Use this code to open the locker and get your package. It's funny because now I don't need no birth certificate. I don't need no ID. I don't need no passport. After going back and forth with these folks, get all the way home to get the birth certificate so I can go back out. As soon as I walk in the door, now they put the damn thing in the locker. So, but I'm gonna bring the paperwork anyway. I'm gonna go get the copies anyway, and I'm gonna get my doggone package. I can't. I'm going to get a margarita.